Ranging from Alaska to Argentina, the Pan-American Highway would be the world's longest drivable road if it weren't for the Darien Gap. The Gap is an impenetrable jungle home to indigenous tribes, dangerous wildlife, and human traffickers. It sits at the border between Panama and Colombia, where Central and South America meet. Its thick jungles make road building impossible, forcing the highway to take an 80-kilometer break. In this video, we will travel through this gap and learn more about its terrifying history. So let's open our eyes.
Open your eyes for the next saga.
The Spanish first landed there in 1510 and only lasted 14 years. Scottish traders settled there in 1698, only to die in attacks and of disease. 2 cars navigated it for the first time in 1960. The 161-kilometer trip took them 5 months, moving at an average speed of 200 meters an hour. Even today, crossing the gap requires boating through its rivers or around the coast. Small motorboats and canoes whose schedules depend on ocean's tides link the gap with the last road-connected towns in Panama and Colombia. The gap is lawless and has become more dangerous as policing along sea routes has forced drug traffickers to move inland, where they've taken control of swaths of territory. The gap is also home to the Colombian guerrilla factions. It has become more difficult to enter the US directly. Migrants have taken to traveling by foot through Latin America via the Darien Gap. In doing so, they risk kidnapping, extortion, and encounters with deadly animals including jaguars, vipers, malarial mosquitoes, and blood-sucking bats. Many of the thousands of people who make the journey annually come from Venezuela, Cuba, Haiti, and other American countries. Increasingly, migrants also come from further abroad, including places in Asia and Africa, such as India, Nepal, Bangladesh, and a few others. Traveling by plane or cargo ship, they first arrive in South American countries with lax deportation policies, such as Brazil and Panama. From there, they head north. The migration puts Panama in a tough spot. It technically doesn't allow visitors without proper documentation. However, when migrants pass through the Darien Gap, there is no Colombian border to return them to. The upside of the gap's remoteness is that its unique environment remains largely untouched. It's home to largely untouched rainforests, which environmentalists say development would quickly destroy. But for now, development remains a long way off, and the Darien Gap remains at once similar to how the Spanish found it. Thank you for watching. See you again for the next saga.